Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. This video is not clickbait. I sat at a shipper for 25 long hours. It actually didn't seem that bad to me. I slept 13 of the 25 hours. I always take it as an opportunity to, better myself when I get, waiting like that. So I made a little video here. I want to help you guys out, just give you some, food for thought. If you're going to get stuck at a shipper, if you're going to be an owner-operator, more than likely, if you're not doing a lot of, if you're not in with like a big carrier or somebody's got a lot of drop and hook, you're going to get some good wait times in. Especially if you're a reefer owner-operator, those times can get pretty crazy. But here's the thing you got to remember. Most of the time with reefer, you're going to make the same amount of money in the week, whether you was out running the roads up and down, or if you're, just sitting, getting loaded, doing a lot of stops. I do multi-stop loads most of the time because they pay as much as far as the time of a load that runs farther away, but I get paid the same to run less miles. I just have to keep my patience. I used to tell people patience is a virtue, and if you test mine, I will hurt you. It's just an old saying I used to have. I made that one up on my own. I got a lot of those. If you subscribe to this channel, you'll catch more of them. By the way, while I got you here, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Think about it. Check it out. I got a lot going on down in the description. I got a new YouTube channel I'm starting down there about trucking with diabetes. And check that out. I'm going to make some more content for it. I got a few videos up now, but check that out. Just click the link. See what you think about it. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, hey, what'd you waste? 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. But also in that description, you're going to find a link to Mudflap. If you're an owner-operator, you buy your own fuel, check out Mudflap. I'm not sponsored by these folks, but I love giving them a shout-out because I do get $10 in free fuel, And to be honest with you, I wouldn't sell you out for $10. I like the app. I use the app myself. I save money on fuel, and that's why I promote it. Not because I'm making enough off of it. So far I've had 7 people sign up with it, and 3 of them have bought fuel, so I made $30 in free fuel off the deal so far. It's not a lot, but let me tell you, sometimes it's the best deal going. It really is. So check those things out. They're all down in the description. Just quick links to all those things. Check that out for me if you could. But let's get to waiting at a shipper for 25 hours. Let's talk about this. So I got there. I knew it was going to be a wait. I know this facility. The last time I was there, I had like a 10-hour wait or something like that to get loaded. It's basically a sort facility. They bring in a bunch of different items and then they kind of piecemeal it out, to different areas of the country. Instead of sending one truck with, a few pallets to, let's just say my last one went to Houston. So they bring in everything in that area into that one facility. And instead of sending one pallet on one truck, they break down several trucks into small orders, and then they put all those small orders on a truck. That one, the last one I did was 1 pick, and it was 3 drops. The week before, that one was 1 pick, 4 drops. The one I'm doing this week is 1 pick, 7 drops. So, that's basically what they do. They're consolidating the shipping to certain parts of the country. I did, let's see, what was the one I did the first week? I went to North Carolina. Last week I went to Houston. This week I'm going to Atlanta with 7 stops in Atlanta. Oh, joy will be the day to do 7 stops in Atlanta. I cannot wait. Just got the truck washed here, so I got a lot of glare coming off of it. It's actually clean for once in a great while. But what do I do when I get stuck at a place like that? Let me get to it. What I do is I try to occupy my time because when I was there last week for 25 hours, I checked in with the office about 4 or 5 times. I checked in, just to kind of, I know checking in is not going to get it done any faster at that place. It is what it is at that place. Sometimes I do think you should check in more often if you don't know the facility. Maybe like after you've been in a dock for an hour, maybe go in, talk to them a little bit. Always be nice, always be courteous, and remember that person behind the glass does not have control over what's happening on the dock. And if you make them mad when the people on the dock are done with you, then you got to deal with those people. And they can throw your paperwork off in the background and they can make you sit there and wait another couple hours. They don't care. So always be nice to the people you're dealing with, that's your customer. And, it never hurts to be courteous. But I do think after you've been in the dock for maybe an hour, you should go in and talk to them. Maybe at 2 hours, you go in, you kind of get another feel for what's going on, and then after that, I think, maybe like every couple hours, because obviously if they hadn't got to you in 2 hours, there's more than meets the eye going on there, and what had happened with me on last week, waiting 25 hours, like I said, they bring stuff in, they sort it, and then they consolidate it all to one area. It's kind of like an LTL operation, but like they don't do local pickups. It's like regional pickups. So you have OTR guys bringing stuff in and OTR guys taking stuff out, but it's distribution like an LTL company would do it. So basically it's like line haul to line haul there. Just a good way to describe it, I think. So we were just waiting on a truck to come in. So there was about 5 or 6 trucks there waiting on that one truck to come in, and we all just had to wait it out till he got there, It is what it is. Getting mad does not speed up the process. When I was there for 25 hours, I've seen several guys go in and really, really get after it. Like, can I speak to this one guy? When I first got there, I spoke to a local guy that pulls out of there, and he basically, runs like the Chicago area. It pulls out of Chicago, brings it in, So he's in and out of there, like every day, maybe multiple times a day. And, he was in a day cab, so I just asked him, I was like, how's things going here, and he was like, yeah, they're about 24 hours behind right now. And he's like, they're just not getting in the stuff that needs to come in. And so I was like, all right, that's good to know, do that politicking, you know what I mean? You know what politicking is, just make conversation with everybody. That's the way I am. Hell, I talk to everybody out here. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to annoy people because I can kind of tell, when a guy's got his head down and he's walking fast, I'm not going to stop him and bother him. But, if you're, if you got your window down and you're just staring around, I might stop and talk to you. Make friends, say what's up. They say what's up back before you know it. You know what I mean? Like, you gathering information. But I seen one guy when I first got there. I walked into the office and he was very upset. He says, I need to speak to the supervisor. And the lady behind the glass was like, okay, I'll go get her. And, she was like finishing up her typing and the guy was like, supervisor, he just kept on being real mean, like bad attitude about it. And the supervisor gets there and he goes, so I've been in the door since 2:00 yesterday and, nothing's happened. And the supervisor was like, and because they don't make you open your doors and back in there. They have you back into a door, and then when they're ready to load you, the loader comes out and has you, open up the doors and get ready. So, it's not like you're sitting there with your doors open. I don't even, like, if it's reasonable temperature outside, like, I put my reefer at like 50 degrees. I don't even turn it down to what they want it at until they start loading it. I keep mine at like 50 degrees. I'm not sitting there cooling nothing, So, but he was upset about it. And, the supervisor was like, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't. Because, like, that place, I know that place pays detention. And I guarantee you a lot of these guys are not getting that detention money from that place. And that's why they're upset, because they don't get that detention money. The broker's taking that money, or their company's taking that money, or somewhere in between. But I know that because, like, let me tell you, whenever I show up there, it's like the first 2 hours are free. I know I'm giving them 2 hours. I made that deal. But then it's like, it's like $30 an hour to sit there and do nothing. It doesn't affect my delivery time. You know what I mean? As long as I like the detention time. It just adds money to the money I make on that load. It doesn't screw me over in any way. Maybe I got to push a little harder to get to the delivery point. But at the same time, I'd rather be tight squeezed on time and make the detention, honestly. So what I do is, here's the key things to staying calm and cool. Entertain yourself. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, get you a TV. Get you one of those portable antennas, the little indoor antennas. Set that joker up. I've got a mount for a TV back there. I just can't bring myself to buy a TV. I watch everything on my phone anyway. So, but get some entertainment. I watch my phone. I got Netflix. I got YouTube Premium. Find a way to entertain yourself or learn. Get you an Audible. Like an Audible account, or one of these things where they read a book to you. Like that's what Audible is. It's audio books. Get you something like that. Learn while you're sitting there. Don't just waste your time. You know what I mean? Like last week in that 25 hours, like I said, I slept 13 of it. The other 12, I got some of my tax documents for the quarter together. I added up some stuff that I had in the truck with me. Just little things. Just fill that time in. More importantly, stay calm. You're only shaving minutes off of your life. The people inside the building could care less that you're upset, because they can't do nothing about it. More likely they're understaffed, or the staff don't know what they're doing. And either way, getting upset is only hurting you. It ain't hurting them. Exercise. I got out and went for I think it was about a 1.3 mile walk. Get out, move around a little bit, relieve some, that helps with that stress, getting them out and moving around. So I've been trying to walk more. I used it as a prime opportunity. Better yourself. Have some delivery options. You know what I mean? A lot of times these warehouses are in areas, like I ordered Burger King the next morning. I sat there. I had I had a 4 p.m. appointment. So I sat there from 4 p.m. to the next day till 6 p.m. Now I've got some groceries in the truck. I think you should keep some dry goods in the truck. Maybe a week's worth of food in the truck. Just all else fails. Ramen noodles, cans of soup. It's not the healthiest, but it needs to be something you can keep. You're not going to be eating on it all the time. You just want it in the truck with you. But I was like, the next morning I got up and I was like, all right, I'm hungry. It was getting around like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Bam, DoorDash brings you Burger King right there to the truck. Have some options like that, but just don't get upset. That's the main thing. Getting upset is doing you no good. Makes you look crazy. You know what I mean? I've thought back on over the years when I've got all upset at shippers and this, that. You don't feel good about it afterwards. It just, just stay calm. And, when it's over, it's over. And make sure you're getting detention pay. You know what I mean? Log what you're doing. Anytime when I was even when I was a company driver, anytime I was in a dock for 1 hour, I'd always send that check call. Even before I went in and checked in, I send that check call or whatever they want. Hey, I'm here, arrived at shipper, whatever macro that is to you. Send that in before you go in. Get that clock on that detention started ASAP. And make sure, they know you're there before your appointment. Check in. And then at an hour after your appointment, I would used to send a free form message. Bennett shipper, 1 hour. Second hour rolls around. Send that macro. Bennett shipper, 2 hours, free form. Send just a regular message. And at 2 hours, I send a message and I call. I get everybody knowing what I'm doing there. And sometimes they can call and say, hey, what's the problem? Whether maybe we need to send him somewhere else to pick up a load, or do we have him sit here and wait? If they call the shipper and the shipper's like, hey, it's going to be 6 hours, maybe they can send you down the road somewhere. But don't give away that time. Make sure they know where you're at. And that's my advice, guys. And I hope it helps somebody out there. Be safe. Take care of each other. Until later.